What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday to you. We're almost at the end of the week. Let's just pray that we close it out on a good note. That's what I am. I've been hustling, meeting people. Again, I'm trying to set my business up for 2024, so the hustle is real. But off of that, some people ask me, Angie, why don't you talk about politics as much as you did before? And honestly, once you sort of get immersed in that politics game and you're reviewing it, commentating on it, you realize that it will give you a headache. You realize that there's no side to be on. Both of those sides are screwed up, and there's nothing to advocate there. And even the drama in politics, to me, is not as interesting as the drama in other aspects of our society. So I pivot to music a lot because I love music. I enjoy music, and the music industry is another aspect of American culture that has literally revealed itself. And there are some people who are woke, right? And there are some people who are aware. The woke people are the people who buy into every single popular artist. They look at the charts and they believe that their favorite artist is doing well because the charts say that they're doing well. And I want to give people a lesson in just anything, right? Anything with integrity cannot be manipulated. When you have a system with integrity, there's no room to manipulate it. In the United States, we have multiple systems that can be easily manipulated. And with that being said, charts and streaming is absolutely no different. Before, we knew an artist was hot based off of ticket and concert sales, raw, pure sales of their music and their merchandise, their branded materials. You knew a selling artist based off of things that actually sold. Now we're in this era of streaming where it appears that some artists are doing way better than other artists. And a lot of the consumer base, we're trying to reconcile, how did that hot garbage make it to number one? How did that hot garbage do well on the charts when there was another organically good artist that pushed out really good music that did not? And, I was checking out the T Ash Miracle channel. Shout out to Ashley because I love her take on female hip hop. She's funny. Definitely subscribe to her. But she posed a question as to why Drake was getting the push from his label and Nicki was not, for Pink Friday 2. The biggest issue with the Nicki fans right now is that Pink Friday 2 is not getting the label push that Nicki's fan base is putting in all the work to get Pink Friday 2 the traction that it is getting. And the one thing that people need to know is that Drake is signed to a 360 deal. He may have some level of flexibility, autonomy, but that man is signed to a 360 deal. He got his money up front, and the industry pretty much owns Drake, all right? They own his merch, they own his likeness, all that stuff. Nicki is not signed to a 360 deal, right? That means that she controls how money is made off of her and what her cut is going to be. And what people need to realize is when you are not signed in a 360 deal, right, they're not going to push you like a 360 artist. 360 artists get all the payola. They get all the push because these record labels see them as an investment that they want to get maximum return out of. And so when you got these artists that they can get maximum return out of in these 360 deals, they can push hot garbage all day. They're going to get the push. They're going to chart. They're going to be manipulated into their music is going to get pushed in a way that manipulates the public into believing that it's doing better than what it really is. Pink Friday 2 will likely be organically one of the best albums dropped by an artist because Nicki is not in a 360 deal. So I think that, we have to be kind of aware of how these things work, even as music fans, so that, we're not, kind of buying into some of these hypes of some of these artists who we're confused. Like, they're not even that talented, but they're charting. It's like these people are in 360 deals. 360 deal people will always get a push more than artists who are a little bit more autonomous with their ownership and their likeness and their work. And so Nicki Minaj, although she is a big artist that actually sells, the label is not going to push her as much as they would an artist that's in a 360 deal that they actually own, right? If we own you, if we are your daddy, of course we're going to push our kids way more, even than the people who may be under our label who are doing way better than the kids. So that's how I'm figuring out it's working in this industry. I think music fans, I think they need to be a little bit more conscious. When you see Cardi B and they're talking about she streamed more than Nicki Minaj, obviously Atlantic Records is going to push Cardi B. That is their 360 deal artist. And so Cardi's going to get all of the machine behind her, right? Nicki was smart. She understood that I want to have some level of ownership of my art and myself. So she did not do that. So when you see that, when you saw Cardi B break out on the scenes, right? And you had this whole industry push this machine. You saw Cardi all over the place, blah, blah, blah. Even if she was pushing out mediocre music, it's because Cardi is in a 360 deal. She's going to get the industry machine push. Everything that you see Nicki Minaj doing right now, this is her and her fan base. This is not the record label pushing the success of the Pink Friday 2 project. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any more to add, drop a comment. I'd be curious to know, some of you music fans, how you're looking at this. But that's just the bottom line. You can't compare Nicki Minaj and Drake, because Drake is in a totally different type of contract than Nicki. And because you don't sell your soul in these 360 deals, you're not going to get pushed like you should be getting pushed, even as a successful artist. Bye.